is going on, gents? It's R.P.M. here, coming at you with another episode of Hockey Mask Time. Now let us go ahead and bow our heads and recite the HMT motto. A man can only take so much disrespect. Now with that being said, TCS 1988 left a comment that eventually led me to find this article, which was published on the 13th of May. Elementary school principal killed by husband in murder-suicide, Texas officials say. The principal of a Texas elementary school was killed Wednesday by her husband, who then killed himself, Texas officials say. The death of 35-year-old Erica Renee Allen occurred in the front yard of her home and was witnessed by neighbors, according to the League City Police Department. Allen is the principal at Heights Elementary School in Texas City. Now let me just go ahead and say this right here. Woo! Her husband, 40-year-old Nicholas Allen, went inside the home after shooting his wife, police say. Police secured the home and went inside about 3 hours later. Officers found the husband dead, quote unquote, with an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound, according to police. Their 7- and 2-year-old children located inside the house were unharmed, police say. And that is the silver lining that I gleaned from this article. Police found the woman dead in her front yard. Officers were first dispatched to the home for reports of a home invasion, but learned the murder-suicide was the result of a quote-unquote domestic problem. And gentlemen, I'm starting to notice that they're using the term domestic problem instead of domestic violence. So be on the lookout for more reports that start using the term domestic problem. Just saying, just a heads up. Allen's husband was the assistant principal at Wells Middle School in a nearby school district, KPRC reported. Melissa Duarte, superintendent of the Texas City Independent School District, informed parents of the principal's death Thursday morning. In a statement obtained by KPRC and KHOU, Duarte said Allen, quote unquote, will be deeply missed and our thoughts are with her family and friends as they grieve this heartbreaking loss. Our plan is not to make the announcement of Mrs. Allen's death at school, Duarte said in the statement. We want you as parents to be able to do that. We encourage you to be especially sensitive and prepared to offer support to your child during this time. Unexpected deaths like this impact children in different ways. Counselors will be available at the school for students and staff for the rest of the school year, the superintendent said. Allen was promoted to principal at the school in 2017, the Daily News in Galveston reported. Now let's get to that scorecard, shall we? For location, it went down in front of her home, so I'll go with a 10 on that. Method of execution, I got to go with the standard 5 for the use of a burner. Psychological impact, I'm going to give him a 10 because there were witnesses. And for the brutality factor, I'm going to go with a 5 on this one because it doesn't say whether or not he shot her multiple times or just once. So I got to be fair. So Mr. Allen gets a score of 30. Now, you look at this article. You look at everything that's being said about her. However, there's one question that the lamestream media never asks when it comes to something like this. Why? Why? And you know why they don't answer that question? Excuse me. Because obviously something will come out about her that will mar her name. Do you honestly believe that this guy just decided to wake up in the morning, have breakfast, read the paper, sip some coffee, and then go out and decide to whack his wife? No! Something drove him over the edge to make him decide that not only was he going to take himself out, he was going to bring a friend. And as usual, as per standard operating procedure of the lamestream, they're going to do everything they can to make her into the completely and totally innocent victim in all this. Yeah. However, we here understand nothing happens spontaneously. You don't go from A to D and completely skip B and C. The question is, what happened during B and C? Hey, the world may never know, but we're only left with the act, and that's where everybody wants to focus their energy. Oh well, hey, it is what it is. But I can definitely tell you this. A lot more men around the world are finally exploding. Why? Because we have a world, we have a society that has so allowed women to get away with everything that they honestly believe that they are completely untouchable. Hey, not every man is going to react the same way that society has programmed us to act when it comes to women. And yes, I do say programmed because women always talk about they want a quote unquote equal society. But guess what, ladies? In that equal society, the threat of violence is always going to be there. But with that being said, read the article. Let me know what you guys think. And ladies, the power will eventually go out. Feminism and this idea that society is going to always magically protect you is going to go out right along with it. Because as it always happens in hockey mask time episodes, when that man finally goes off the cliff, guess what? There's no one there to magically teleport in and stop him. Nor is there some sort of magical force field that's going to keep him away from you. When that man puts on the mask, guess what? Game over. That's all I got to say for this one. R.P.M. I am out.
Woke up, murder on my mind, yeah. Losing all my hope, yeah. I'ma do the crime, yeah. Fuck the red or blue, I'ma take the black pill, yeah. Fuck the red or blue, I'ma take the black